Monorants, a podcast where we rant about the highs and lows of nerdy shows, movies, and pop culture in general, like our opinions actually matter. I'm one of your hosts and jack of all trades, Mono, and with me is my co-host and master of none, Kira.
Hello.
If you're just joining us, each week we'll be ranting about Amazon's The Boys, episode by episode, ahead of the release of Season 3. We'll be talking about the original comics and occasionally later episodes of the show, so spoilers ahead for both. Today we're going to be talking about Season 1, Episode 2, Cherry. So that's based, the name that is taken from, I think, issues 3 to 6 of the comics. And the writer for this episode was Eric Kripke again. And the director for this one was Matt Shakman. He has done quite a lot of TV, tons of episodes or 2 episodes of shows, a couple episodes of Game of Thrones, a load of episodes of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. And
Sorry, I'm really gassy.
That's okay. He recently went on to do all of WandaVision as well,
Which was amazing.
Much the same cast as the last episode, with the addition of Tomer Capon as Frenchie in this episode.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll talk about him a bit later on as we get into it. So a quick summary of the episode, I suppose. I completely ballsed up trying to do a summary last week, so this week I've just taken it straight from my IMDb.
Which is most wise.
Yeah. So, Cherry. The boys get themselves a superhero. Starlight gets payback. Homelander gets naughty, and a senator gets naughtier.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Put your fancy pants on.
Well, Kira, first thoughts, reactions of this episode?
I like this episode. It's fun. You get to see a lot of Translucent as a character, because he wasn't a character in the comic books. He was developed purely for the show. So it is fun to get to see a bit more of him. It opens straight off the back of the previous episode in the tech store, which is just carnage. There's a car in it. There's a fucking blood-covered, naked, invisible person on the floor. Huey's mid-freak out, going, "You're not a Fed? What the ever-loving shite is going on?" And Butcher straight away is like, "Well, no, I'm not a Fed, but do you want to explain to the police who are coming why there's a naked, invisible, electrocuted, blood-covered superhero on the floor?"
Yeah. No, it's nice that they pick up more or less straight away where they left off.
Especially if you binge it as well.
They dropped season 1 as all 8 together. Yeah. I know we weren't entirely sure in the last episode, but they did. Season 1 came all together. So it's nice that you can just carry straight on into it. And there's a couple of nice little bits in that scene that I did, like Huey's relief when he hears Translucent wake up in the boot.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
And the range of emotions that he goes through as he's like, oh my god, thank god he's not dead. And then, oh fuck,
he's seen my
that's
face.
A bad thing because he's seen my face and I need to get the fuck out of here. And oh no, I can't get out of here. And Butcher, you can see, I'll probably talk about it a couple of times throughout the episode, but you can see in Butcher he doesn't fully trust Huey yet. And he's like, look, if you don't see this through, you're never going to get revenge for Robin. Watch things going to happen if he escapes. But you can see it in his face. He's not far off of
Oh, Butcher's a horrible, horrible person.
Yeah.
He really is. He's completely self-centered. Even this early on in it, he is just single-minded about his goal, which is to fuck up superheroes and fuck anybody else who's involved in it. He has so little regard for normal people because he's so hell-bent on fucking over soups.
Yeah, and everything.
It's hypocritical? No, what's the word I'm looking for? That
he's absolutely fanatical, single-minded in his pursuit of it. Every single action serves his greater purpose or whatever his plan is in the moment.
Everybody, and everybody's just a pawn to him. And if you have no use, he has no time for you. And
you can see that immediately in the next scene when we get introduced to one of my favourite characters, Frenchie.
Yeah,
and
Cherry.
Yeah, Cherry's introduction is fun. She's just feeling up Huey's face.
Oh, she's whacked off her tits. She really is. She is also, the actress that plays her is absolutely stunning.
She is. She's gorgeous.
She, like, yeah, high hall pass right there.
For both of us, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I would embarrass myself in front of her.
Yeah.
Badly.
You see it straight away when Butcher's like, I can, I've got a guy, let's go see this guy.
Yeah.
And the guy that they go and see is immediately so displeased to see Butcher.
Oh, no. Number one, his introduction with the French hip-hop, which I keep meaning to look up who does that hip-hop because it's amazing. And then the table full of guns. And he's just like bopping away, loading weaponry in this like warehouse that's like something out of fucking Hackers. That was like what I wanted to live in as a teenager.
It reminds me of Archer when he's giving out about Krieger modding the guns, and it cuts back to Krieger in the lab with a giant pile of cocaine, and he's drumming on like that's what that scene reminds me of.
Mind you, a lot of this episode had Archer overtones, because when Translucent's like banging on the boot, it was like, oh shit, Trinette. And you can hear Trinette in the boot going, yeah, it's me, you shitheel.
Yeah, there were a couple of moments alright there. Whether intentional or not, I don't know.
No, I think it's just that we watched too much shit.
But when Butcher's talking with Huey, his introduction,
just head on Frenchie.
Sorry, not with Frenchie. Sorry,
he's got the jaw stuck out, and it's that real belligerent. Like, what? What are you gonna do? You gonna hit me?
Well, he owes him 40 grand, as we discovered pretty much off the bat,
and he's just waving the handgun around, like just
pointing at Huey, going, "Who's he?" But even Butcher straight away, he's just like, how would you like to double the 40 grand? And he's got no way to double that. Like, all he's got is a superhero in the boot of his car. He has no way of doubling that. He's just saying whatever he can to try and get Frenchie on side.
Yeah. Oh, he knows he's fucked him over. Like, he really has.
And then further fucks him over by bringing him out and not telling him he was in the boot and being like, hey, just open it. Yeah, where's the sense of adventure? Open it. And he opens it, and immediately he is seen by Translucent, so now he's as fucked as the rest of them.
Oh, it's great though when he shuts the boot and he's walking off like fucking freaking out. And it's like, no, get away from me. He's chipped, you morons. Which, if his skin is that hard, how did they get that chip in him?
It's a good question.
Did they also,
like later in the episode, just yeah.
Just the tip.
Professor Farnsworth's favourite.
Oh, yeah.
A suppository.
Oh, God, yeah. Is there an anal option? Because, I have that question. Like, because, oh, no, that's in season 2 and I can't talk about that.
Well, yeah, no, I was just going to say that we get somewhat of an answer to that in season 2. But then, even then, that superhero isn't... She's not invulnerable. His power... Well, his power is... His skin is super strong and hard to get
to. It's like a metacarbon, so yeah.
And it's not like Frenchie says later in the episode, well, orally is a problem because stomach acid and what if you vomit it back up or you pass it through. So, yeah, it's a good question. And
unless they put it in his ear or something. Maybe they total recalled him and put it up his nose.
Yeah, or like behind his eye or something.
I'm going for total recall, spike. Like up the nose, so he just has to do that Arnold Schwarzenegger thing when he's like trying to pull it out. That scene in the original Total Recall.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when he's trying to pull it out of his nose and it just makes you clench. It's uncomfortable looking.
Eye, ear, or ass is what we've settled on.
Yeah, or inside the mouth somehow. You could probably put it into their cheek and make him like a little hamster.
Bit of a tangent.
Yeah, just a small one. Yeah.
So yeah, Huey, Frenchie, and Butcher are now all in the shits together.
Because Translucent's fucking seeing
their
faces.
We get...
This is why you wear a balaclava.
Well, I wanted a balaclava with no eyepiece for the next scene, which is just the cringiest thing we've seen so far when A-Train goes to visit the sick kid in the hospital.
Christ.
Oh, it's so hard to watch,
but it's so funny. It's so bad.
It's so
funny.
Oh,
that kid is amazing though. Yeah. That kid's whole response to that is so good. He's like, can you teach me to outrun cancer? And it's like, oh God, no. No.
A-Train's little at the end where he's just
like hi, and he gives a thumbs up, and it's so sad. Oh God!
And the fact that they've framed it as a Facebook live stream, and you can see the amount of viewers going up. And as soon as the kid starts asking,
the emoticons are all changing to like sad faces and angry faces.
As soon as the kid starts asking, like, "Where's Translucent?" Like, but that was my wish. My dying wish was to see Translucent.
Yeah, it was my only wish. It's so bad.
It's pure cringe.
It is, but it is cringe. Commented on by Madeline Stillwell.
Yeah, we see that they immediately follow on from that Stillwell, and Ashley in the office watching on aghast. And Stillwell's like, see, this is what I'm talking about. You have to have A-Train scripted, or else you end up with this
disaster. Oh.
And I suppose it's really just a framing scene to move things along, because we just get a quick dump of exposition of where's Translucent? I don't know. Try and find him. What's he supposed to be doing? Oh, he's got a team up with the Deep tomorrow night. Well, put somebody else on it.
Yeah.
And we're on to the next scene.
Yeah. Progressing.
Yeah, quick peek behind the windows at what the managers are thinking, and then exposition.
It also just helps reinforce that this whole Voight is a company, first and foremost. That is all they care about, is numbers and branding and all of that. Oh, yeah. They couldn't give a shit about anything else, and it just helps reinforce that concept.
And another show might have had that scene of A-Train and the kid just as a Make-A-Wish visit that doesn't get broadcast on TV. You know what I mean? It's just in world. But they've shown it, no, this is Vought. Vought makes sure that every, if there's a Make-A-Wish being granted, they're showing everybody on Facebook and on all the social media. Like, so yeah, you do get that through line of the company just being everywhere. Oh, and I nearly forgot, we get the nice little another little Black Noir scene, which I've just in my notes I have down as
when
blanked Noir.
When Annie meets him in the corridor.
Oh yeah,
and he just totally stares her out of it. Yeah, and just like steps around her. It's fucking brilliant. Like, he just, because it's not like the mask has any sort of expression or anything like that. He's just so good.
Yeah.
At just conveying, like, it literally looks like he's basically a cat. He just looks at her like, who are you? Do you have food? No, fuck off. Like that.
Yeah, but this
obviously, like, the cats look at you like, what are you going to do? You going to feed me? No, I don't care.
Yeah, if you don't have anything absolutely relevant to me, I don't really care, and I'm going to go somewhere else now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we really haven't seen much of Black Noir.
Well, you saw him popping and locking in the underground soup sex club.
Yeah,
which is brilliant, because everyone else is like having a wild debauched time, and he's just in the back boogieing away. And
Homelander asks him, the silent one, who he saved. And I think that's all I can really remember from the first episode. We get more of him as the season wears on, and I'm so thankful for it, because it's just these
little gems every time he's on screen.
But yeah, then we follow Annie into a quick meeting where she gets told by Ashley that she's going to get sent on her first team up.
Oh, she's given the crime itinerary, which is essentially a call sheet.
Yeah.
It is literally set up as a call sheet. It's like, you have to be here wearing this at this time.
And it's so... It obviously gives the impression that it's so staged.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, it is.
Even though it's a supposedly real crime that they're foiling, it is literally constructed in the same way as though they would be filming a movie.
I do love the throwaway line about the Jeep being there because it's on a pier.
No, it's water adjacent. I think how it's phrased. And Ashley drops like 2 or 3, and that's why we love you. Oh, whenever Annie protests, saying, "Oh well, I normally do this thing this way. Oh, and that's why we love you."
But yeah,
X,
and liability.
Or the exact
what
opposite.
If you stop the wrong person? Like, they had that's her whole issue. I just love Ashley. Her facial expressions are just pure gold.
Yeah.
Like,
no, she does an awful lot
in...
of like just facial acting with no lines. So what, the next scene then I think is the guys pulling up in the van in the car with Translucent.
Oh yeah, into an abandoned restaurant for it to like kind of hide him somewhere. Did they already have the restaurant? Was the cage there? Did I miss that? Did I like blank out on that? Did they put it in a cage? I know he put in all the RF shielding to block the chip.
Yeah.
Is it a walk-in fridge? Because that would make sense.
I think it is supposed to be like a walk-in fridge or a walk-in freezer that's got no power, so it's just a door they can lock.
How did they get the cage in there? I'm going to assume the cage was already in there.
My guess is that it seems to be like they just go there straight away.
Yeah, so like, they already have it.
So Frenchie already has it, and he has the cage there for whatever reason. I think at this point we can just say, it's Frenchie.
Imported pandas. Oh, is it like the back of Moe's Diner Tavern?
Anything goes.
Yeah, with the fucking pandas in the crowd. Go on, get out of here.
Get out of here, we're rumbled. But I like that you see a little bit of Huey's usefulness coming in.
Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, we can just use this stuff. You can get it anywhere.
Yeah, and Frenchie asks him, oh, you in tech intelligence? And he's like, sales and installation. But there's a couple of nice little kind of small things in that scene that I picked up on. When they're talking about how hard it's going to be to kill Translucent, Frenchie mentions that some guys tried to strangle him back in 2007.
Some Puerto Ricans. So
he's been on the go as a superhero for at least 12 years in the world.
Yeah, because you aren't given a definite time frame for how long superheroes have been around. You don't get something like that until around the second season. Like Homelander's not given a kind of age. He's just you know, he could literally be anywhere from like late 20s to late 40s.
Yeah, but it gives a bit of
ambiguity.
Explanation. I feel it gives a bit of weight to why Homelander's so concerned about where Translucent is.
Yeah, he's been around a long time. He's been around
a long time. And it's not like him to disappear or whatever.
I do like the fact that they're like, no, he hasn't set off any motion detectors in the building.
When they're looking for him later.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking that, like, you wouldn't, for the shit that goes down in that company, you wouldn't want an invisible man walking around.
No, especially one with a penchant for, like, being naked in bathrooms.
Well, never mind that. Just
he's Little Richard, like, for fuck's sake.
As we later find out with all the shit that's going down with V, there's shit that they wouldn't want getting out, clearly. So, as I say, you don't want an invisible man just wandering around. So it makes total sense that they have motion sensors around the place to make sure that Translucent hasn't wandered anywhere he's not supposed to.
Yeah.
I also particularly liked in that scene when they're locking Translucent up, when Frenchie and Billy are talking about how they're going to off him. The whole time the camera is just on Huey.
On Huey's face, and
Huey,
the slow realization that they are trying to like actively kill him.
Yeah, it's oh shit! No, we have brought this guy here, not to figure out what to do, but to figure out how to kill him.
Yeah,
and a lot of this episode is about that. It's about Huey getting to grips with the fact that unlike the poster in the hanging up in the kitchen, Huey isn't going to be able to keep his hands clean.
No.
He's going to have to get them dirty.
Also, having worked in a lot of commercial kitchens, nowhere would have a poster that size.
This is... Now, hang on. Considering the tangent we just had a minute ago, this is a tangent that can go off for a while because we've both
That's a really... Food. That, in fairness, when he's like drinking the water in that sink, it was like, ew, no.
No, yeah.
No.
Yeah, even
like drink out of the hose, like run the hose for a little bit and just drink out of that, but no, don't, like that whole place was like sticky.
Yeah, it might be a Homelander cup, but that cup ain't got no superpowers.
Oh no, that's coated in some super gunk. That whole place is nasty.
It's nasty.
It really is. Just ugh.
We get a couple of other little TV transitions. We see Shockwave setting up the race against A-Train for the next episode of the episode after.
I'm sorry, but the head on him.
Yeah, he looks a state. But yeah, his costume looks quite similar to A-Train's in design. He looks
like Zoom?
Reverse Flash.
Yes.
Kinda.
Yeah. I think it's
just I suppose in the sense that Zoom has the opposite to Flash's costume. Yeah. We see that little bit from him. We see the Homelander teddies. And we see Deep saying he's found the mayor's plane from the previous episode, leading into a conversation between Homelander and Stillwell.
Well, there's a nice little interaction between him and Starlight just prior to that when she walks.
No, that's later on.
Is that later on?
No, that's later on in the episode.
Oh, yeah. She's pumping and he walks in and he's all like, ew. And you start to get the start of the really edible, like, fucking weird ass.
Yeah,
it feels it's just wrong.
It
it's
is.
So many ways it's just wrong and creepy, and it just makes you feel like you need to go and cry and rock in the shower.
Yeah,
like just no.
But no, that earlier scene is just the one where Stillwell is saying to him, you know, I know what you did, and I know you tried to do it to help the company, but you can't do these things.
That scene
gods are
ends
supposed
on
to be
such
pure and good, and they don't do these things. And then the scene.
She's like her straight away. She's like, "Oh, your brand is, good,
hope.
clean cut, hope, all American." It's not that. And literally, it's like you can do like all the shit behind the scenes as long as it's approved by us. You can't go and do it on your own.
Yeah, but when she calls him out, I love his response when he just scoffs. He's like, ugh. Like, such a kid response. It really, really is. And it ends on such a creepy note where she's like rubbing his face, and he kind of just looks at her and goes, "You're leaking."
And she just says, "Thank you."
Thank you.
And it's the way she says it. It's like, oh God, I know you're dealing with basically a psychopath.
Well, the note that I have written down here in regards to the "you're leaking" scene was, "Here comes Oedipus."
Bono want the biddy.
Bono wants the biddy. Homelander wants the biddy. It becomes very clear, very, very clear just how much Homelander wants the biddy later on in the episode. We go back to the guys in the basement of the restaurant then.
Oh, it's just the amazing scene where he takes a tab of something, some nondescript drug, and then knocks on some hip hop and starts like basically doing chemistry.
I think that's a little bit later. That when they cut back, it's where Huey rings his dad. Oh
yeah, because he's got like 18 billion missed calls, because all his dad knows is that somebody crashed into the store. Like he hasn't. It's been at least 12 hours.
Oh yeah, more probably.
Yeah.
Since he's last seen him, definitely more, because like the last time he saw him was when he would have stormed out of the house.
Yeah.
After their kind of semi-argument. Yeah, he calls him. He says, "Look, I'm okay, but I'm not telling you where I am or what's going on." And he sees Butcher walk past with a massive gun.
Oh, he's opening the case behind him. He lifts it out and looks at it. Yeah, that thing is huge.
And he's like, "Yeah, look, Dad, I gotta go. That's a big fucking gun, and I gotta go see what's happening." He gets off the phone and he has his little freak out. And
he starts punching the walls.
Yeah. Bloodies up them knuckles, something good. I quite like the scene that follows with Homelander and the Deep. Where we cut to the Deep walking in.
And he knows, and he tries to get out of there like the fucking middle child. Like, he's like, yeesh.
Because quite literally, Homelander's gloves have come off, and he is not happy with the Deep. And makes that pretty clear. You don't go to Stillwell with this shit.
Yeah, you done fucked up, boy.
Yeah, you done fucked up, boy.
You done fucked up.
I love though at the start of that scene when he comes in and the music it's a big superhero swell.
Oh, the swell, and just
as
like
the door opens, it just drops.
It just wow.
Yeah, and the end of the conversation, Homelander makes it pretty clear exactly what he thinks of the Deep.
Oh, when he stood behind him, he's massaging his shoulders, and you can just see it in his face. He's like, you can pop my head off like a cork.
You can see the terror in the Deep's face.
You do feel for the Deep, because the Deep is he's just a pretty boy idiot.
Well, not yet.
No,
bear in mind, we're talking about we've had 2 seasons of the show to watch his whole journey. At this point, all we've seen him do is, force himself on Starlight, be an asshole, and then get terrified by a Homelander.
Yeah.
Like we don't. At this point, you don't have much sympathy for him.
He just comes across as this kind of frat jock boy who has been given everything he wants in life and never told no.
Yeah. Oh yeah. A dick.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's a total dick. He's a Chad.
A dick. No, let's not use the incel talk. Get used to that, listeners. Some I'll be able to edit out, some I won't. I have no idea what my next note means. I just have A-Train Speed goggles written down. No idea. Because the next scene is the lads is then the
A-Train Speed goggles.
Yeah, A-Train Speed goggles.
Oh, Huey goes in to talk to Translucent. No, they try and shoot him. No,
yeah, it is. It's the first time that they open up with the gun. They try and shoot him. I have no idea what that note's supposed to mean. Because they open up the door, they try and shoot him. And
it goes very wrong. It's hilarious. Oh my god, the way he laughs in that scene where it's just
it is. Yeah, no. Oh, no, okay, so I have absolutely no idea what A-Train Speed is about. But the goggles is Frenchie putting on his goggles.
Oh, yeah, because he's doing all his mad chemistry. Yeah, he's doing science.
Yeah, so I don't know how that edit's going to work out. So, but yeah, the next scene is where
with Frenchie's the hip hop and he's taking the tab.
That you mentioned earlier.
And he puts the goggles on, and he does his shit, and he's doing and they were like, "Oh yeah, the bullets coated in the same shit as his skin.
The same carbon metamaterial."
And then they put it together, and that's a fucking shell.
Yeah, it's not a small bullet.
That I think because it's like it's like a size thing. I think is when they technically become shells. Is once
you're asking the wrong person.
But
I can tell you it ain't no BB gun.
Oh no.
Yeah, and it fails miserably. It just bounces around the room.
Fails kind of hilariously.
Yeah.
But it does poke a hole in the RF shielding.
Yeah.
They are able to get a very weak signal out.
Which
is not good, because it means Envoy can track them.
Yeah.
Which means poor Annika in Crime Stats is going to have a really bad day.
Yeah. It starts off, not too bad. Stillwell shows up and we get introduced to Annika in Crime Stats, who's looking for Translucent and has just got a ping a couple of minutes previous. Stillwell says, well, look, send out security teams, tell them to be discreet. It can't be too hard. He's invisible.
Yeah.
Which is a beautiful line.
What? Yeah, like fucking why are you hunting now, Predator? Only he doesn't have the shimmer.
Yeah.
Exactly. Although, just look up, young singles in the area and he's probably outside one of their windows jacking it furiously in a bush. He doesn't even have to stand in the bush, so then you don't even get, the warning rustle.
Yeah, you can stand wherever he wants in jacket, really.
Maybe he's the person who used to leave porn magazines in bushes.
Randomly.
Yeah. You don't get that anymore.
Again, he doesn't need porn magazines.
I know,
he
but
just walk into people's houses and watch them do it.
Yeah.
Like Translucent hasn't watched people do it without.
Oh yeah, that's how he saved that young mother in Yonkers.
Yeah, exactly. See, we've established this already. Yeah. We know he's a pervert. And speaking of perverts, the next scene is poor old Annie teaming up with Deep at the.
Oh my god, the Deep whinging about what they only use him for water-based crimes and they can do more, and that they only want to see him do his big pretty dives, and his big dive ain't that fucking pretty. I want to see you do a flip, motherfucker.
And then the first thing he does when he's on camera later is go, "Did you see my dive? It was fucking cherry."
Oh no, when after she fights them and knocks out the two guys inside, when he opens the door, the way he looks up, I don't know what it is, but he rotates his head the whole way around, super dramatically, because he knows that camera is behind him. And he's like, "Hey boys."
He knows when the camera is on him at all times.
Yeah, he does what he's good from a media point of view. He's fantastic because he's a performer. Yeah.
He's a performer through and through, and he even mentions it
Where
earlier.
does he get the gum? Because between knocking the guys out and the cameras running in, he gets a towel and gum. Because he's like, "Do you see my diving?"
He gets given the towel, doesn't he?
Yeah, but when he says that was fucking cherry, he's chewing gum.
Yeah, I don't know where it came from.
His crotch pooch. Because he's not got pockets in that thing, it's neoprene.
In the grand scheme of things, does it bother you that much in this world of superheroes existing?
Well, I'm a girl.
Unexplainable gum.
I'm a girl and our clothes don't have pockets, and I would like to know where he secreted that gum about his person.
Maybe it's a muscle. Yeah,
Okay.
Or he scraped her barnacle off the side of the wharf and is chewing on that. Who knows?
I know. No, and then when Ashley runs in with the cameras and is like shouting at Starlight to stand over the guy and say, "This is lit."
This is lit.
It's just fucking brilliant, and she's just standing there completely confused.
Yeah.
And Ashley's like, "That's brilliant, you're amazing, we love you. Stand over here and do this." Oh, she's so good.
and Annie is just so confused because that's not, like, to her, she's a superhero to fight crime and to save people. So she's like, great, I can stop a crime. And then it's literally like, she knocks out 2 people in 2 seconds, the Deep knocks out another 2 people in 2 seconds, and the most of that scene is based around, oh, look at what these guys did on camera, you know? Yeah. And yeah,
this episode really reinforces that the Vought control aspect.
Yeah,
because
and it bombards you of what they see, of what they put out.
Yeah, having Annie going into these situations bombards you with this reality.
Yeah,
because then is it after that then that she comes across the guys in the alleyway who are assaulting a girl, and she kicks the shit out of them, and you can see just the joy in her face of, haha, I have found like bad guys and I'm doing my thing.
This is what I've
right, this is what I'm supposed to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then getting berated by Ashley again. Ashley in that scene. Ashley's face
later on
when she's in the bathroom and she's berating her because it was caught on video, and Ashley's face is just amazing.
Yeah,
she
the veneer drops
so well. It's just, I've seen gifs of her, of that sequence, just because her face goes through so many emotions.
I just love when she tells you, so whatever you've got planned with your cute little day, cancel it. It's almost...
She wants to strangle, like...
Oh, she does.
And you can see her holding back.
It's such a specific form of anger that she's getting across, and it is of, like... Oh my god, how can you have been so stupid and fuck this up so badly?
Yeah.
And in any, you know what I mean, just in a work environment, it's that sort of like, you're new, I know you're new, but you fucked this up.
Oh, we've all worked with people, we've all been there, we've all had that moment with somebody where it generally wasn't anything they did wrong in particular, it was just that they're new.
Yeah, well, I don't think Ashley's all that concerned with how new she is. It's just like, where you. But
we have all worked with somebody who has done that most. I think the best example is the most recent, the HBO intern who sent out that mass email, and everybody was like, "Oh, we've all done that."
Yeah, we've all done that. Yeah, I think we skipped over a couple of bits there, following the through line with Annie. But yeah, that scene with Ashley freaking out at her.
Oh my
god. And then storming off, and he's like, am I fired? Am I fired?
No, just Ashley's face in that whole thing. I love Ashley. She's fucking a hilarious character.
No, before in between, there's actually a good bit in between that we've skipped over.
I don't really mind. It's
Oh yeah, I know. When we see after the gun doesn't work, well, the fancy bullet doesn't work trying to kill Translucent.
Yeah.
Butcher has a little bit of a oh fuck moment and goes off, and we discover he's going off to see Susan Rayner, who's the deputy director of the CIA, and we find out has some relation to Billy and the work he's done in the past.
It's their first indication of Mallory as well.
Yeah, we get a mention of the Mallory files. If you'd read the comic books,
obviously you're aware of who Mallory is. If this was your first introduction of it, it was like, this is somebody from Butcher's past. Obviously, he said he'd previously mentioned that he's a private contractor, he'd worked with the CIA and he'd worked with the Fed, so this is your connection back to that. And you're getting more of this backstory of whatever he has done in the past has fucked over a lot of people.
Yeah, and this is apart from...
that he is not a good person to be around.
Apart from Huey, every person we've seen on screen that knows Billy in whatever way is not happy to see him. The bouncer in the soup club is not happy to see him.
No.
Frenchie is not happy to see him. Even Sherry rolls her eyes when she opens the door and sees him. Rayner is like, you can practically taste the disdain coming off Rayner. And Jennifer Esposito like sells that so well in that scene.
No, I could listen to her talk all fucking day. Yeah. And she does. She really sells the hatred in that scene. When she tells him to stop talking about her family because it makes her skin crawl.
Yeah, no,
we're like,
the parting line.
I'd like the only reason she doesn't shoot him is because it's in her kitchen.
Yeah.
That's the only reason she hasn't shot him.
But I do, no, it's an excellent scene because we get nice little tantalising hints as to what's come before.
Yeah,
the Mallory files, Wyatt's suicide.
He kind of throws a couple of soups out there and then leads into the translucent. So like,
yeah. When we get a couple of Easter egg soup name drops in this episode. He mentions in that scene, Big Game and Shout Out, who are from the comics.
Gunpowder's on a TV ad. Gunpowder is on as well. Or he's on a news broadcast in the background. 2
of them were from the Teenage Kicks in the comics, and one of them is a G-Man, but I can't remember which is which.
Yeah.
I think Big Game is a G-Man.
But no, I think Big Game is Teenage Kicks.
I think you're right. But yeah, so we get a couple of comic shout-outs in this episode. And as I say, that scene is just a nice little bit of... Yeah. A nice
also
little
the fact
bit of
that he like nobody is happy to see him. He knows nobody's going to let him into his house, so he breaks into her house. He breaks into the house of the deputy director of the CIA in the middle of the fucking night.
And waits for her to wake up and come down and find him. Doesn't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He just stands in the kitchen waiting for her to come down and investigate.
Like, the fucking balls on him.
Yeah, no, that's, like I say, it seems to be so far that everything he
he's a reverse Midas. Everything he touches turns to shit, like.
But everything he does serves his immediate need.
Yeah.
And everything that comes out of his mouth, like, Carla Ban plays the scene so well as well, opposite Jennifer Esposito. Yeah, I think that is probably one of my favourite scenes in that episode. Is the 2 of them.
No, she's fun. That I prefer her character in this to the character in the comic book.
It's it's same name, same idea.
She's a lot closer to like the way Tulip is portrayed in The Preacher.
She's a very one-dimensional character in the comic books, and I really like what they do with her in the TV show.
Yeah, well, number one, she loathes him, but she isn't hate banging him.
But we get to see the Senate Appropriations Committee meeting as well in this episode.
Oh, well, there's
they're schmoozing the senators.
Fundraiser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We see a little bit of Ezekiel from the previous episode and his charity Samaritan's Embrace. We see an ad for them.
Oh, yeah, and this is all the good shit we do, and he has a laptop, and he has a ventilated cooking area, and he has this, but there's still more.
Yeah, and it is, you just... As each episode, even just in the first 2 episodes as they've worn on, you've seen just superheroes seeping into every little aspect of life. Certainly anything that's profitable anyway. You know?
Well, the fact that they've already, like, you get in that kind of Times Square sequence, they mention what's the religious convention again called?
Samaritan's Embrace.
No, the actual convention.
Oh, Capes for Christ.
Capes for Christ.
Yeah, there is.
That, the fact that they very clearly have tapped into the evangelical market in the US. Like, they're the biggest voting pool. They've gotten them on side. They have their soups that are almost, like, exclusively dedicated to that cause.
Yeah, well, it's all ultimately about the
political, and political power as well. Because evangelicals, every politician wants to get in with the evangelicals. They're the biggest voting base in the US. You know, you need them on side. That's why you have them all schmoozing. Like, that's why you have the prayer breakfast, things like that. Like, it's one of these institutions.
The other thing you want on side is the military industries.
Yeah.
And that's what we see in that party where Stillwell's trying to convince the chair of the Senate Appropriations Committee to bring this bill that will allow superheroes in the army. And he wants none of it. And he gives a little speech about how, you know, kind of it would be terrifying, or how it would terrify their enemies and make the likes of, you know, North Korea just respond with nukes.
Yeah.
But he has a brilliant little speech about, you know, all that aside, he said, see that senator over there? You know, he's got Lockheed in his back pocket. That guy over there, he has another weapons manufacturer in his back pocket. You know, and America runs on weapons. And that's basically what she's trying to sell, is another form of weapons. Well, that's kind of how
and then
she's
she
ends
that interaction with the why settle for... how does the line go?
It's like, why settle for average when
you
can have
extraordinary?
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, it's such a company line.
Yeah.
Like, even the way she delivers it is as, you know, as a punchline.
It's straight out of an advertisement, like the way she delivers it. Like, it really is. It's like she's trying to sell that whiskey.
Yeah, the Macallan 25, which is a lovely whiskey.
Yeah.
In fairness, though, if he's drinking Jack, he wouldn't appreciate it anyway. Mind you, I drank a bottle of it and woke up in a bathtub, so...
Yeah, it's booze. It's definitely booze.
Do not follow it with 3 cans of Guinness, you will wake up in a bathtub.
And speaking of alcohol and drugs, we get to see just how much Frenchie loves drugs in this episode.
Oh, the MDMA LSD mixture, what's he call it?
Candy flip.
It's
a candy flip. And
it'll smooth you right out.
Yeah.
No, it won't.
But now, hang on. Huey says, I don't think this is the time to take major hallucinogens. Like, Huey, you've worked a normal life, a 9 to 5 working in an electronics store, up to this point. Your girlfriend is dead. You've kidnapped a superhero. You're plotting to kill him. If not now, when the fuck do you take drugs? Now is the perfect time to start taking drugs.
Yeah, no, I kind of get it. It wasn't more so much the drugs as the fact that it's a major hallucinogen. Maybe not the best time when you are trying to kill somebody to be taking,
Hey, Huey's not trying to kill anybody. Huey's just trying to get through it.
Like, he's
not. Probably help?
He's not at the Cetacean Nation dropping LSD in the dolphin tank,
No, true. But yeah, I don't know. I'm on Frenchie's side on this one.
Especially not the MDMA. You'd fucking
take those drugs.
Grind the teeth out of yourself.
And also we get Frenchie's beautiful speech about
Marie.
About the first woman that he killed.
Oh, with her black hair in the elevator.
And that, I'll say, Frenchie is my favourite character from the comics.
Mm.
I absolutely love Frenchie. And when Tomer Capon was cast, I was like, I haven't seen him in anything. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, but...
It's the Heath Ledger
He's a bit
complex.
small, was my first thought, because Frenchie's quite tall in the comics.
He's, very tall and thin.
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. And then when I saw him put on the goggles earlier in the episode, I was like, oh shit, yeah. But he sells that speech so well. Mm. He's got the ennui. He has the ennui of Frenchie so down in that scene of this incredibly, as we find out, incredibly violent. Well, not incredible. Somebody who has the capacity for incredible violence, certainly.
Well, he's like, oh, I'm a gun runner by trade, but I have a niche speciality, which is working out how to kill superheroes.
Yeah, but he'll sit there and he'll philosophize about it, and he totally.
Oh, he's quintessentially French.
But he totally captures the essence of Frenchie from the comics, and Tomer Capon is brilliant as Frenchie. He really sells it, and he totally comes into his own when they introduce the female in later episodes. That's my Frenchie blowing over for the minute. But
yeah,
he's just so excellent.
I just love the big thick head on him when he's first introduced. Just with the jaw out and the stance and everything is like, if you come at me, I'm going to nut you. Like, that's the head on him. You've seen that guy outside the bar on like a Saturday night who's like, come at me, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's his whole stance.
Yeah.
And then he does relax down his body, like when he's discussing things and like how they're going to kill him. You can see his whole body language and stance towards Butcher relax. And like the head goes back and the shoulders go back, and he's not doing his like best Begbie impersonation.
That's 2 Begbie references so far.
I know, but he is, he's my Psycho reference for like
go-to reference for psychopaths.
For like Mad Bastard is Begbie from Trainspotting, because
you're not far wrong in fairness.
No, like you've never read Porno, which is the prequel to Trainspotting, and I haven't
read any of them.
You think he's mad in Trainspotting? He's a fucking lunatic in Porno.
Yeah.
No, Porno is the one after. Sorry, yeah, because he gets out of prison because he's after shanking himself with a sharpened screwdriver because he did some other fella in, and you get less time if it's self-defense. So he stabbed himself in the ribs a couple of times. Yeah, he's a fucking psycho in the later books too. That's why he's my go-to reference.
If you're just joining us, this is the Irving Welsh podcast.
What? That's my golden standard.
after that scene, we get introduced to another new superhero not from the comics, in the form of Doppelganger.
Oh my god, I love
Getting
Doppelganger.
it on with the Senator.
Oh, such beautiful blackmail. I like the way the Senator's like, ooh, this feels different.
Yeah.
I was like, number one, does he, like, would you not notice that he was, more around you?
Well, he's got it tied up.
I know, but there's definitely belly resting on belly there.
Well, yeah, that's a good... If nothing else, actually, isn't there going to be, like... He's got to feel the ball sack.
That just depends. Well, if, like, he...
Or did he just...
It depends on what gender.
Well, in the trivia, it actually says that Doppelganger prefers they, them pronouns.
Yeah, because presumably if they can shapeshift into anything, they can have whatever they want down there. So
true. So did he just turn... did they, them just turn into the man form from, like, the waist up so that they could take the photos? Or... As I say, was there a ball sack resting on the Senators?
That seems to be their base form, because that seems to be what they revert back to.
Yeah, later on, anytime we see Doppelganger, it is in what would be called a male form.
Yeah, that seems to be the base form of
As for what's going on, we never actually see Doppelganger's genitalia. Doesn't particularly bother me that much.
No, but it is just, for purposes of being devil's advocate.
I don't know. I like the idea of
that it's a dude.
No, I like the idea of like, a big floppy ball sack, like, bouncing on the Senator and him.
They call it a baldo. You can do this.
Well, just no, but when he's like, ooh, that feels different. Yeah, because there's a ball sack rested on you, dude.
I know he's supposed to be the Senator for Oklahoma. I would have loved him to have one of those really soft, sweet, like, Dusty Rhodes Southern accents.
The Senator.
Yeah. There's something about that accent that I just adore, and I think that would have just made it so much funnier. Especially when you've been like, ooh, that's different.
And we're back. We had to take a little break there because things got a little bit too saucy, speculating over Doppelganger's doppeldanglers.
That was terrible.
Oh, you loved it.
Put a coin in the jar.
So, moving on from Doppelganger. We get another little...
Oh, that wonderful piece of blackmail.
Which
involves Doppelganger blackmailing the Senator. And he's like, oh, it's okay, it's not a death sentence to be gay. And she's like, it is in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Where your voters reside.
I have to say there's something I want to bring up here. When Doppelganger changes from Stillwell back into their...
Oh, he's still in the outfit?
And he's still in the outfit, and he has his strut out. What I really like about that is... Remember we were talking about how it's a grounded series last week. And
he still hasn't learned to walk in heels.
That's a nice little bit, but more...
Because it is really clunky. Like, it's your uncle playing dress up. Like.
In the same way that, say, Sue Storm, when she turns invisible, her clothes turn invisible.
Yeah.
Translucent can't do that shit because it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
He can turn himself invisible.
Yeah.
And Doppelganger's not like Mystique. He can't change the clothes he's wearing. They can only alter
their physical appearance.
Yeah. So... they're still left wearing the same clothes, they're wearing Stillwell's clothes and they walk out, and it's those little bits of realism that are really it's hilarious to see them in the clothes, but it's those little bits of realism that I really appreciate in the show as well. And before that you get the scene of Homelander, the escalating creepiness where Annie walks up and he's just staring at the picture of himself on the wall. And they have a brief little conversation about Annie using her
alter ego.
Her secret identity.
So we find out his real name is John.
No, that's later.
Ah, right.
He just says he hasn't used a secret identity in years, and Annie walks off, and he goes back to staring at the wall. And you're like, what is he doing? And then you see that he's actually staring at Stillwell through the wall using his X-ray, and you're like, oh, that's creepy. And then it gets even creepier because you realise that she's pumping breast milk.
And he's making all sorts of weird, like, mouth licky,
you can hear a bit of what Stillwell's saying, and then the sound of what she's saying fades out, and all you can hear is the pump of the breast milk pumps. And it's just this escalating creepiness that's just so... hilarious and so creepy at the same time.
It really is weird and it's uncomfortable, and he's making these kind of sucking motions with his mouth. Homelander wants the biddy bad.
He really wants that biddy.
It makes you want to go and have a shower with a fucking cheese grater, like, and just unclean.
Yeah.
It's just wrong. He plays it so well. He really does. I know they've been nominated for a load of Emmys for like special effects and stuff like that, but I really think like they've missed a
Anthony Starr should have gotten an Emmy nomination. Now those nominations are for season 2, it's worth pointing out.
Yeah.
But yeah, Anthony Starr is he's phenomenal.
Yeah.
He's absolutely phenomenal as Homelander. He really is.
And then we get to see another side of him when Annika, poor Annika, it's her birthday.
Oh, when he goes to see poor Annika, yeah.
it's her birthday. As you spotted, there is a birthday card on the desk. When he goes to see her and tries to find out about Translucent and what they're doing to find him.
And there's that beautiful
just
bit
that
where she's
like,
I'm not so
moment.
sure I should be talking to you. And he just has this little knowing smile and he says, I'm the Homelander. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
And there's that brief second where the mask drops and you just see the crazy.
Yeah. It's a beautiful moment. That alone is just the best bit of Anthony Starr acting in this episode, I think. As good as the scene with him watching Stillwell pump breast milk is, he delivers that so perfectly.
That smirk, crazy.
I do love, I can't think of the actor's name, but Translucent acts the shit out of it in this episode.
Oh yeah,
he acts the shit out of this role in this episode. He is so good. The scene when he's talking to Huey and talking about like, you know, my superpower isn't invisibility.
Oh, it's
watching people.
Yeah.
And, you know, he's telling Huey like, you're the scared little guy and you should run for the hills, and he's just trying to get inside him, and he sells that scene so well. And okay, there is that, it's a bit on the nose when he's saying to Huey, you know, I'm not the one who's trapped and in the cage, you are. And the whole time he's delivering that speech, the camera is slowly zooming in on him to the point where it zooms in through the cage and you can no longer see the bars and you just see his face.
Yeah.
And then it cuts back to Huey from his perspective and you can see the bars. As I say, it's a bit on the nose, but as the shot itself is put together, it's really beautiful as well. And as I say, Translucent just nails that scene. Absolutely nails that scene.
No, I really, really enjoy him. I really enjoy his character. He's very, very fun. He's a very fun character.
And he meets a rather ignominious end. When Frenchie finally gets inspiration from seeing a little turtle on screen.
He's watching a nature documentary. He watches a tortoise pull its head back into the shell.
Yeah.
And his little eyes light up.
Oh,
they do. And he just explodes into action, and he's like, you need to electrocute him and knock him out. And he's like, why? And he's like, because I've gotten the answer. And he's gone full mad scientist.
Yeah, and then when we cut back to him later,
and like he strides off all purposefully, like.
No, I love when Translucent wakes up and he's explaining to him, and he's like, you know, this was the conundrum, and what did I do? And I figured it out. Like, and Translucent's like, what is he talking about? Butcher's just like, well, we shoved a bomb up your arse, son.
Yeah.
It's just.
Do you know men can also benefit from Kegels?
Yeah, there's a very similar scene in Archer when he goes on his cancer rampage. Yeah. But yeah, that's so beautiful. And then later on with Frenchie, when Homelander actually shows up and Frenchie's in the van when they're trying to get to the distraction to get him away. And the ball's on Frenchie when he's just like, oh, you, no offense, but you got a warrant? You want to look at the back of my van?
And you could just see how like Homelander just kind of does that very slow head turn and look like, are you fucking shitting me?
Yeah.
Like, are you actually like, what?
And then, the episode finishes also on a bang like the first episode did, with the plane going down when Translucent escapes.
Well, they do blow up a building prior to that. Poor old Cherry gets a phone call and was like, shit, I have 3 minutes to wire up a load of shit and get out.
Yeah.
And she literally, like, she's just hauling ass out of there, like, with literally the clothes on her back and I think a modem.
Yeah. She gets out just in time. Yeah.
To create a distraction, they literally blow up Frenchie's gaff.
Yeah.
Like...
And Butch is just like, yeah, just add it to the bill.
Yeah. Yeah,
Butcher does not give a fuck.
Like, and not only is that his house, it's all those weapons that he had in there as well that presumably he was like shipping to somewhere else.
Oh yeah, like she had enough time to hook everything up and get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
That was it, like. So yeah, that's Frenchie's livelihood up in smoke.
Yeah, he's fucked now.
So yeah, all three of them are totally fucked.
The fact that they basically just go, oh yeah, Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
It's, yeah.
So
this is not the first time
it's something that's been
Butcher
done
has
before.
blown up his home, apparently.
Oh, and when Translucent realises that he's kind of fucked and has a bomb up his ass, he drops an important bit of information for later episodes about how A-Train was probably going to or coming from his girlfriend's place, his girlfriend Popclaw's place.
Yeah, she's a D-list.
Yeah, she's a D-list celebrity that's got spikes that come out of her arms.
Yeah.
And she gets introduced in the next episode or perhaps the episode after that.
But it was most likely, if anybody knows anything, it'll be her.
But yeah, Translucent manages to escape, and as he gets out of the cage, Huey realises, and he turns visible and tries to reason with Huey and say, look, you know, you can still get out of this. You know, if you let me go now, you'll be the hero that saved Translucent. You know, I won't come after you. You can go back to your life. And Huey seems to acquiesce. And as Translucent's walking past, he says, "Atta boy," and turns invisible. And you can just see this turn in Huey. And he's like done letting people tell him what to do. He sees that poster on the wall that's been shown a couple of times throughout the episode of the "Keep your hands clean."
Yeah, the small child covered in spaghetti.
Huey decides that he's done keeping his hands clean and ass bombs the fuck out of Translucent. And that's the end of the episode.
Oh, and Translucent's everywhere. Once again! Yeah. Gotta use a shovel.
Yeah, that's gonna be one hell of a
In fairness, that kitchen was so fucking dirty.
And that's the second time Huey has been absolutely covered in the blood, guts and viscera of a person.
Yeah.
So no, it's again like the first episode, a very good way to go out. And as we'll see in episode 3 next week, they pretty much do the same again and pick up exactly where they left off.
Yeah.
But yeah, episode 2, just as fun as episode 1 in my opinion. And again, the first time we watched it back when it was released, we really enjoyed it. Did the same thing, paused it as soon as the episode finished, and we're like, "Yep, let's have a chat about this."
I like the fact that even though they are introducing new characters in it, they aren't overloading it. Like, no. We got a couple of new characters this episode, but we also got enough of the rest of the cast that had been introduced to start to develop kind of a rapport with each character. Like, you get more of Ashley, you get more
Ashley and Stillwell.
You get more, and then you get more of how they respond to each other as well.
We only see that little bit of A-Train, that little bit of the Deep.
But you get more
you get more Ashley, you get more Stillwell, and obviously we get Frenchie introduced.
You get more Homelander.
Yeah, so they're starting to fill out the characters.
And you're starting to get more of the interpersonal relationships as well. Like, you're starting to get the weird Stillwell Homelander vibe going on. The fact that Noir seems to just be this fucking weirdo, just wandering around. More of Annie kind of slightly standing up for herself a little bit when she goes off on the Deep, when they're on the pier, when she's like, "No, you don't get to talk to me, you don't get to look at me."
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about that at all. Sorry, Annie totally stands up to the Deep, tells him he's pathetic, that she knows he's not number 2, that she asked around and he's just a fish guy.
Yeah.
And yeah, she stands up to him and she makes a fool of him and says, "You ever come near me again and I'll take your eyes out."
Yeah.
And she means it.
Oh,
I can't believe you missed that. Rather important bit of development for Annie in that episode.
Yeah, she's starting to like get her backbone back, her spine back, and
she's starting to realise as well, from the way that like she's been dealing with Ashley's been dealing with her, and she's been dealing with Ashley, that it's not everything that she was expecting. And she's going to have to readjust her worldview if she wants to kind of keep going.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we missed that.
Yeah, that she's going to have to establish her place as well. Otherwise, they are going to run roughshod over her.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was episode 2. I don't think I have nothing less pretty much to say about it.
It's a little bit slower paced than the first episode.
Yeah, but that's what allowed us to get deeper into the characters, I think. Yeah, there wasn't as many shock moments as there was in the first episode.
But it
wasn't as much action.
Has more meat to it.
Yeah, there's definitely more meat to this episode. Yeah. We're getting more to grips with Butcher. We're getting more to grips with Huey.
Yeah.
And as you said, Homelander and Stillwell.
What's going on in Vought as well.
Yeah, no, so, yeah, great expansion into the series. You know, looking forward to continuing to talk about it.
Yeah. Nice look into the inner workings of Vought and just how technologically advanced they are. Like, they have fucking, like, satellites and shit. Like,
and insane. As the crime analytics guy says, they have better info than the cops.
Like, they're one bald guy away from being Amazon at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. And we get that bald guy in season 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think that's a good place to leave it for today.
Yeah.
So thanks for joining us, guys. We're Monorants, and you can find all our episodes wherever good-ish podcasts are hosted.
And some bad ones.
In the meantime, you can send any feedback, questions, or just plain old insults to monorantspodcast@gmail.com, or you can find us on Twitter @rantsmono. Don't forget to go back and listen to our first episode if you haven't already, and we'll see you all next week.